Hello guys, welcome back to the video. Today is day 20, season 2 on the model farm, so let's get into it. Starting off down here, just got the defender parked up there. And then, I believe this is the last of the stuff they sorted through at the other farm. I don't know if there's more, but I think they're planning on getting rid of that, or trying to get rid of the bits on the pallet. Same with these fence posts are also from the other farm. I don't think they really need them, because they've still got a couple left, so they're going to see if anyone wants them, maybe like a fencing contractor or something. But as you can tell, they fit quite nicely in the chute trailer there. And for once, the shed is empty. You can see what a horrible job of concrete they did in the shed. Farmer does regret getting them in, but at least it's a bit of concrete instead of just, well, it was dust and mud before, but there you go. And we've got two tyres here off the Marshall Muck Spreader. And she's currently sitting tireless on logs. Well, they're propping her up at least, so she doesn't scratch the paint. I think they're planning on getting bigger tyres for it. Well, they have plans to get bigger tyre for it. I think someone's coming around with tyres, the same brand of tyres, same size and everything, just to see if they do fit and how they look, because the farm's obviously been struggling, sort of, especially in the winter, if the fields are a bit wet and he's got those thin tyres. They're not the sort of best for those kind of weather conditions, so he wants a bit of bigger, beefier tyres, flotations I guess, to obviously help with if it's boggy, and just bigger tyres, just to get more grip I guess. So they're going to bring them around, see if they fit. Obviously they are off another trailer, but they're seeing they fit, and if they do, the farm's going to get them for it, because obviously she's not needed right now, so she can be sat here all she wants. They could take months if they wanted to. But yeah, so those tyres may be staying or maybe going. Yeah, we'll see. You might want to get new stickers for it. These sort of warning stickers, they're not proper warning stickers, but they're ones you can get away with. But you want proper warning stickers, so if anyone ends up using it, you know, it does say on the, and everything goes wrong, it does say on the muck spreader, instead of just warning signs that look like that. So that's what's happening with her, and she'll be sat there for quite a bit, I imagine. T6080, now I do have an update on this. The new one is, well, possibly on the way. I don't know when that is, but it's possibly on the way. They may have found one. Obviously they're going to look at it and see if they want it. So this one, if they go for it, will be going in a couple of weeks, I imagine, from now. So she'll hear for first cut, second and third she won't be, and possibly first cut silage as well, which is obviously a week after baling, but we'll see. So I think they plan to do pretty much similar things to what they've done to this. It's got bigger tyres, not that much bigger, but bigger, and they didn't have to replace the stickers on it. Got brand new stickers on it, and obviously they had to replace the stickers on this. They had to add new beacons to it and new mirrors to it, so yeah, that was a bit of money spent on it as well. And I think it is also what it is as well. It doesn't really look like a T6080. It looks more like the T6175 or TS, and they want something that looks like a T6080. And obviously the other one has a bit more power, and that's what they need, as obviously this was to replace the 5612, and yes, it's bigger, but it's not really that much power difference. So yeah, they're going to go for the one that has the bit on it, and the farm son's going to do his thing to that, which I imagine will probably be window sticker, straight pipe, possibly strobes, I don't know. Yeah, so she's here for a bit, but I wouldn't be surprised by the end of summer she'll be gone, if not a lot earlier. All the kit still in the shed, awaiting its first cut, which shouldn't be too long from now anyway. And we've got the 7740. No surprise, the farmer's son's in this. He's just come back with the IS200 on the herbs low loader. So he went out on a drift day. Obviously he has to take it on a low loader because he doesn't have his driver's license yet. He's 17, so he can go for it, but I think he's saving up for his tractor one first. Well, I think he actually might be currently doing it, to be honest, because obviously he's only been really allowed to go on private land, and he's been going down the road a bit, but obviously not too far. So I don't know if he has been going further, but as far as I know, he hasn't gone too far. He hasn't been pulled over yet, so there's that. But yeah, so I think the tractor is the main thing, because that's what I'll be using a lot of the time, and then the IS200 will be obviously the second sort of backup. It will probably be a daily. Now, gonna be quite honest, it's looking quite stock. All he's added is a CB and number plates, or new number plates. So I wonder if he's going to do anything in the stickers, tints, or anything like that. And it's a little bit low, but not as low as it could be. So we'll see what he does with that as well. All the tractors parked up, waiting for first cut silage as well. Which I don't know when it is, but it shouldn't be long from now anyway. Then we've got the contractor's Pajero with a little trailer on the back, and he's taking the tyres from the back of the shed there that were also from the other farm. He's got a customer he does silage for. He's looking for a bit more tyres on the pit, so he's taking them to, well, I don't know if he's doing it right now. He might be doing it when he does silage for them, but he's taking them away and giving to the customer at some point. So obviously sort of transfer the money and what have you. Obviously they're all tyres, so they won't go for much, but they're not really needed as they're small, and they've only got one pit in the farms where he decided does he just want to go straight bales instead of silage. He's not too sure, but and maybe leave silage for doing sort of jobs for other people doing silage and lifting silage and what have you. As obviously if they're not doing their own silage, they don't have to worry about it. And if someone says, oh, can you come and cut this field, and I don't know, you can keep the silage, they've got a pit to keep it in. So if they were to sell it, what have you, I'm not too sure what they're going to do, to be honest. But yeah, he's just been thinking about that recently. Keenan, Diane, ready to get all in the shed there. Kane Classic and the buck rake also waiting for silage, which should be around the corner. Herb stump trailer, bale trailer, and the double bale lifter still sat waiting for bales, along with the bale spikes, which shouldn't be too long from now, as the weather's starting to pick up. I think for the next 10 days it's sunny. Might be a couple clouds, but there's no rain, which is decent weather to be doing silage and bales. And we've got the disco here on the cattle trailer, and the yearly thing is getting the ewes and lambs in the trailer. It's got a couple of them already in the back there. Got the farmer ready to shut the door, and you've got the dog doing most of the work, getting them in. He thinks this is enough, because obviously he would be able to cram them lot in. But obviously the farmer's son wasn't here, so he had to use just him and the dog on the quad. So he had to get him sort of this end of the field, and then obviously get the dog to get him in. Because obviously the dog is a lot quicker than the quad. Because it's obviously a small field and it can turn quicker, and obviously if the farmer turns too quick, he's probably going to roll it. But yeah, so they're just heading off to the farm. So they're heading off to the field closer to the other farm that they normally leave for silage, because the one they're going to do silage in, because they only do 2 cuts now, they're going to have the one that's near the main road as silage, so the animals won't go in that one at all, because normally they go in the one near the main road, and then second cut they swap over to the one near the other farm, and then back to the main road for third cut bales. But anyway, he's decided he's going to keep them in the one field this year, along with the cows, I don't know if he fences it off or not, I'm not too sure. But obviously, because it doesn't get grazed over the winter, it's going to be full of grass by the time they get to it. Because they haven't been to it since like last August. So that's a lot of time from August to May to grow enough grass to keep them going for however long. So they'll do bales within a week, I imagine, because they tend to give it a week break. Then cut the bales and then bring them back in. So that the one near the main road will just be predominantly silage, and no animals will interfere with the grass growth, in my view. These lot will possibly go in the sheep trailer, as he's doing it differently this year. He wants to get the sheep out first because they're the closest field, so he's using the cattle trailer for them, and he'll go for the cattle last, which normally he does sheep trailer with the sheep, and then the cows with the cattle trailer. But obviously the farmer's son wasn't here, so he had to just use the cattle trailer, and I wouldn't be surprised if he could fit a couple of those in it as well, as it's quite a big cattle trailer for all those sheep, and hopefully none of the lambs get squashed. So yeah, now obviously they might return with the lambs, I'm not too sure, because it's around about June. We're going to be in May right now, so they may or may not return with lambs, I'm not too sure. But I think the farmer likes to do a lot of the sheep work here. But yeah, we'll see when they come back. Coming down the main road here, we have a lovely 6R185 with a coon Tedder heading out of town, so he's possibly heading home or heading to a field after getting a bit of lunch. But he's got an interesting Tedder. He's not got one of the ones that you just put on the back of the linkage and go. He's got one of the ones you tow behind, and it goes both ways. They're a pain to fold, but they got a good width on them, which is quite good if you're in a rush. So, although the farmer's never invested in a Tedder, I've noticed, well, not that I know of, so we'll see if he does in the future. But I imagine he would go for quite a small one. I don't think he'd go for that kind of size one, as the fields aren't that wide or that big. So then we got a 54-55 Massey heading in with a McHale or John Deere colours anyway, bale wrapper. He's just come back from wrapping a couple of bales, and he's heading into town for some late lunch. I'm pretty sure last time we saw that he had a front linkage on the front, but it doesn't anymore. Personally, I think it looks better without it, but that's not my tractor to comment. Then we have the farmer who was mowing the grass in the last field. It's been a week now, so he let it dry, bake it, might be. And he's just collecting the bales there with a Nugent single bale lifter, the 6290. I don't think it's that big of a field, so there's not that much bales, but he's got one left there. I think these are the last two. It does go into the distance a bit over there, but not that much. So that's his first cut of bales done. Don't know if he owns any other fields, but yeah, quite a nice 6290 rolling about. Nice to see it still going, as it's, well, mint condition, but quite an old tractor now. But yeah, I think she used to have grey or silver rims, and he's painted them white, which I think look much better. Because that's what the grey ones look like, and I think the white looks much better. I don't know if it's just on the 6290 or any Massey, but yeah. So to the guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and bye.